Okay, good morning, students. Today our topic of discussion is adding and subtracting fractions. Okay. In our last class, we have already talked about fractions, what fractions are. Okay. In today's class, we will see how we can add or subtract those fractions. Okay. So if you look into example number 12, here it says add 3 by 8 and 1 by 3. Okay. So basically they're talking about the addition of these two fractions. Okay, so how can we add these two fractions? So basically it is very simple. To do addition or subtraction of different fractions, we need to look into the denominator first. Okay, so as you know that the upper part of the fraction is a numerator and the lower part is the denominator. Okay, so why we have to look into the denominator first? Because we have to match the denominator number. Okay, so here if you look closely, here the denominator of the first fraction is 8 and the denominator of the second fraction is 3. Okay, so our first work here would be to match, to have the same denominator. Okay, so here we have 8, here we have 3. Okay, so how can we have same denominator? The thing is that if you think that if we multiply 8 with 3 and 3 with 8, then in both the time we will get 24 as a result. 8 3 is a 24 and 3 8 is a 24. So what will happen when we have a same number as a denominator? It will be easier for us to add or subtract the fractions. Okay, so here if you look at 3 by 8, so we can add we can multiply the denominator 8 with 3. Okay, so the thing is that you have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator, but it will be based on the denominator. Okay, the multiplication will be based on the denominator. Okay, so after deciding the number that we will multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3 based on the denominator. So 3 by 8 multiplied by 3 on the numerator and the 3 on the denominator. Both the numerator and the denominator we are multiplying it. So after multiplication we will get 3 3 is a 9 and 8 3 is a 24. Okay, in the case of other fraction 1 by 3, here in terms of denominator 3 we have to multiply it with 8 to get 24. So 3 8 is a 24, so we have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number 8 so that we can get 24 as the denominator. Okay, so 1 8 is 8 and 3 8 is 24. Okay, so the fraction is 8 by 24. Now we have got two fractions after multiplying both the numerator and denominator, that one is 9 by 24 and another is 8 by 24. Okay, so now we can add them up easily because we have the same denominator. Okay, as we have the same denominator, okay, so we can easily just add the numerator to get our final result. So as you can see, the fractions are now 9 by 24 and 8 by 24. Okay, so as 24 is already there as a denominator, so we don't need to do anything, just write 24 as a denominator and now add the numerators. So we have 9 and 8, just 9 plus 8 is equals to 17. So 17 by 24 is the answer of the addition of these two fractions, 3 by 8 and 1 by 3. Okay, now we will look into another example which is of subtraction. Basically the basic is basically the same. The only difference is the example 12 was addition and example 13 is about subtraction. Same thing. So we have two fractions, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3. Okay, so here we will have to do the same thing. How can we find a same denominator? So if you look closely, that we can get 12. Okay, by multiplying 4 with 3 and multiplying 3 with 4. So 4 3 is a 12, 3 4 is a 12. Okay, they've done basically the same thing. That in terms of 1 by 3, this fraction, they are multiplying both the numerator and the denominator with 4 just to get 12 out of this 3. Okay, so 4 1s are 4, 3 4s are 12, so 4 by 12. Okay, same thing here, 1 by 4 Okay, to get 12, they are multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the same number 3, so that we can get 12 out of this 4. 4 3 is 12, so 3 into 1 3, 4 3 is 12, so 3 by 12. Okay, so from the first fraction, from 1 by 3 we got 4 by 12, and from 1 by 4 we got 3 by 12. Okay, so now we can easily subtract. Okay, we have to subtract 1 by 4 from 1 by 3. Okay, so that is why they have written down 1 by 3 first. Okay, so out of 1 by 3 we got 4 by 12, and out of 1 by 4 we got 3 by 12. So 4 by 12 minus 3 by 12 here. 4 by 12 minus 3 by 12, as the denominator are same, so we can just simply subtract the numerators. So 4 minus 3 is basically 1, so 1 by 12. Okay. Okay, we will look into we will discuss something different out of this thing, like a mixed fraction. Okay, now this was basically what we have discussed so far. It was basically a normal fraction. Now we will discuss about the mixed fraction. It's not difficult. The thing is that here, if you look at this example number 14, it says add 3 by 4 and 1 by 8. So basically this is a mixed fraction. Okay, so we have to do it, we have to add this separately. Like how? First we will just add the whole numbers. Okay, so here the whole numbers are 3 and 1. Okay, so just add these whole numbers. 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. Okay, now we will deal with the fractions. So fractions are 3 by 4 and 1 by 8. So 3 by 4 and 1 by 8. Okay, so basically the basic is same, that we have to achieve the same denominator in both the fractions. So here we have 8 and here we have 4. So we can easily get 8 out of this 4. Okay, and 8 is already there. Okay, so that is why we are just in this case that is why we are just dealing with the first fraction, because in the second fraction we already have 8 as a denominator, which we want to achieve as a common denominator for both the fractions. Okay, so 3 by 4 we can easily multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number 2, so that we can get 8 out of 4. Okay, so multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by 2, we will get 3 to the 6 and 4 to the 8. Okay, so now the fractions are 6 by 8 and 1 by 8. Okay, so 8 was already there and our target was 8, so we didn't need to do anything with the second fraction, 1 by 8. Okay, so now 8 is the denominator. Okay, so in the numerator we have 6 plus 1, so just normally add it. So 6 plus 1 is 7, so the answer is 7 by 8. The fraction is 7 by 8. Now we have to find out the addition of these two fractions, so nothing difficult. So 3 by 4 plus 1 by 8 is equals to from the whole number we got 4, so just write down 4, and the fractions, from the addition of the fractions we got 7 by 8, so just write down 7 by 8 as the mixed fraction. So our answer will be 4 7 by 8 as the form of mixed fraction. Okay, that is all everyone. Thank you.